What's going on, fight fans? Welcome to the very first episode of FistFights Foolishness. I'm one of 4 hosts, Derek. Joining me to my right, we got my brother Scott, we got my other brother John, and we got our nephew Tyler. So with this channel, this is FistFights Foolishness. We react to UFC events. We're gonna react to just MMA events in general. We're also gonna, do our fight picks. We're gonna challenge each other to see who has the more accurate picks throughout a pay-per-view, and the winner and the loser. So the loser is gonna get punished. They're gonna either have we've shaved actually waxed. We waxed different body parts, which was pretty interesting. We do challenges where we eat hot wings, the hottest wings that you can buy.
Can of meat.
Mixed with
can of meat.
some pretty crazy stuff. But with this, so we want to incorporate the audience. Once we start building the following, we want to do these live, and we want your input. We're gonna want to get you guys' input, right? We're gonna want to hear from you guys. What challenges should we do? What would you guys like to see us do? What kind of punishments would you like to see us go through, right? The loser. So how it's gonna work is the first place, the winner, they don't have to do anything. They're safe, right? The second place, third place, and fourth place will have to do the punishment. Now, of course, the fourth place, they're going to get it worse. They're going to get it the worst. Mm-hmm. So if we're eating hot wings, they're going to have to eat the most hot wings, right? But we want to hear from you guys, though. So we're going to incorporate you guys into our challenges. We want you guys to come in, watch us, interact with us, right? React to our videos and suggest what you guys feel you'd like to see us do, and just have fun. Just come in with us, hang out. Like I said, we do this every event. Now we want you guys to come in and hang out with us, sharing this fun, because it gets fun, it gets crazy, and we want you guys to share in with that craziness, right? So that's a little bit what we're about. But we just wrapped up UFC 297. Excuse me. We just wrapped up UFC 297. It was pretty interesting fights. We want to just take some time to discuss that. So I'm gonna go ahead with Johnny, and John, I'm gonna let you go ahead and start off. Let us know what did you think about these fights?
Well, first of all, I just want to say someone is getting their eyebrows shaved this year. It's not gonna be me.
Hey, man. Yikes.
Yo, I can't even contest that,
bro.
So just to give you a little insight,
tattooed on at least to cover up, like when it happens, because my pick's fucking ass.
So just to give you a little insight, it probably won't be me because I picked.
You're always at the top.
Duplessis by split decision.
You did.
So
that was a damn good pick. Even though it was wrong and it was unanimous, we all know that.
So UFC 297. Overall, it was a good event. It was a good time. Yeah. Had a lot of fun. Just hanging out with the guys and just watching some of these fist fights and having some fun. It was a good time. The main event, Sean Strickland. Well, I would say it went pretty much opposite of what I expected. I expected Duplessis to come out strong. He's the stronger fighter. Yeah. I would say the better striker. It was really Strickland who came out with the jab, and then as the fight went on, it was really Duplessis who started to become stronger and really from the third round on, really just took over the fight. Tyler, how did you enjoy that main event, Strickland versus Duplessis?
I kind of figured it was going to go the way it went, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I always felt like Strickland wasn't, I won't say
fake
champ. That's kind of crazy.
It's pretty strong.
That's
pretty strong. But I just think it was a fluke with Adesanya, so it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you can't argue. I mean, he didn't defend the belt, so hey, if you feel he's a fake champ, you might not be wrong.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I figured Duplessis would be the aggressor, which he was. He was the one coming forward the whole fight. It looks like Sean Strickland is the more technical out of the two. He's more, with the fundamentals, which is what we've seen. But obviously that jab just wasn't enough, right? It seems like he more so focused on landing the jab, and it landed. He did good with it. It landed. I mean, obviously one of the judges, gave it, which it was made it a split, but and you could see it on Duplessis' eye. I mean, that eye was swelling shut. So the jab was successful, but not enough. Duplessis brought the pressure. He was the more aggressive fighter. Also, he was the one that shot for the takedowns. And I get it, Sean. It's like, hey, we're gonna stand. You know what I mean? You know the words. But
dick to dick.
At the end of the day, this is an MMA fight. This is not a kickboxing fight. This is a boxing match. This is MMA. So you have to expect they're gonna do what they have to do to win, right? And he did. I felt Duplessis was the more well-rounded fighter, and it showed. Now I wasn't thoroughly impressed, right? I don't see Duplessis hanging on to that title for long. That's I feel like, honestly, I feel like even Khamzat could take it away from him, in 100%. My opinion. Now, he of course, he's always dangerous, but I'm surprised he didn't. I'm surprised he wasn't able to put away Strickland, that kind of shocked me, but hey, it is what it is. He won the fight. It was a split, but I feel like I think his title reign is going to be short-lived. That's my opinion. Yeah. I feel like when Izzy comes back, Izzy's going to easily take that title from him. I don't think it'll be. I don't think it'll even be close.
I just think this division is wide open. I think we got a lot of guys that are capable of winning the belt. No dominant champ.
Okay.
Khamzat, Pereira, Izzy. Any of these guys can win on any given day, which makes it fun. Yeah, makes it really fun. I had DDP winning that 4-1. I don't know what this judge was smoking to make it a split decision. These judges are terrible, man. This is one thing that just pisses me off with MMA. It's just there's always one judge that's just a freaking idiot. Man, I think we all agree on that. One judge was just off.
I mean, me personally, I gave it. I thought it was unanimous for DDP, but I'm not surprised. And John, you actually called it. John, you actually called that. You said don't be surprised if this is split.
There's always one judge that just has to freaking give it to the guy who clearly lost.
There's a saying for a reason: never leave it in the hands of the judges.
That's true. That's true. And Duplessis, I mean, 95% finish rate. How do you not finish? Right. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sean Strickland is tough. He's hard to finish. But come on, man. I feel like Pereira gave you the game plan.
You know what? I like a division that is up for grabs. It's fun when there's a guy that's clearly gonna dominate forever. There's no John Jones. There's no There's no Fedor in this division. This is up in the air, and I'm looking forward to the next fight, whoever that may be. Pereira. For Izzy, it's going to be a good, close fight regardless. A rematch even. I don't think Sean deserves a rematch, but this division's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, let's get into that. I mean, do we see Duplessis holding onto the belt? I actually can see him holding onto it for a while, and I'll disagree with Scott. I don't really think the division is all that deep, especially Alex Pereira going up to light heavyweight. Duplessis already beat Whitaker. Izzy does not seem motivated to fight anytime soon. So I can see him actually getting a rematch with Strickland. Either that or possibly going up and having another super fight for the light heavyweight belt. But
well, let me ask you this, John. Let me ask you this. So it's like we said with Strickland and Adesanya, right? We kind of feel like, was it Strickland or was it Adesanya just had a bad night, right? We said the same thing with Duplessis. Was it that Duplessis is really that much better than Whitaker, or was it that Whitaker just had an off night?
That would be a good one. I would like to see them run that one back. Yeah. I'm a big Whitaker fan. I'm sure we all are, right?
Yeah, 100%.
You gotta love Whitaker.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
That'd be a fun one.
Another guy I could see winning that belt. I mean, there's nobody heads and shoulders above Whitaker in this division, in my opinion.
You said you do see Duplessis hanging on to the title for a minute.
Yeah, mostly just by default. I mean, I just don't see anybody really there. Whitaker,
you know. Who does he beat?
I think if he fights Strickland again, I think he.
I don't see that in the rematch. I don't see it.
If they fight, I see him winning.
There's no need for that.
I just with Izzy, he said he's not fighting until whatever 2026 or some ridiculous number. I don't know.
Did you guys?
He's probably trolling. You know, he's a troll, man.
Yeah,
he's a troll.
I can see it.
Well,
but there was also
what was the excuse for that?
Well, there was also talk about that being the headline fight for UFC 300 is the winner of the Strickland Duplessis to fight Izzy to main event UFC 300.
I think if they throw that fight at him, I think he takes it. Why not?
Yeah.
You know, we were supposed to see him in Duplessis.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously Duplessis had to pull out. Then we got him in Strickland. I think he had a bad night. Strickland took it. I can't take Strickland serious moving forward. I don't think he can beat Duplessis. I don't think he can beat Adesanya anymore. I really don't think he can beat. I don't think he can beat Whitaker. Yeah,
I would like to see Whitaker and Strickland fight. That'd be a good little fight to see who's still in the mix.
Sure,
that would be.
While we're on the topic of middleweight, is there anyone else that we're missing? I'm gonna throw a couple names out there. Okay. Guys that might not necessarily be in that top 3, top 5. What about Hamzat? Hamzat, he might be top 5 actually. How about Hamzat?
Definitely.
I can see Hamzat.
I mean, I can see it, but he I want to say that Hamzat is good at welterweight. But then he did just tweet and say, "I see you soon."
Oh, shoot.
So
okay.
you know, but I would honestly, me personally, I'd like to see him stick at welterweight.
How about this?
Welterweight, he's gonna dominate.
He's a beast at welterweight.
Tell me if I'm crazy here. Let's just say by the end of 2025, Bo Nickel.
Bo Nickel.
That's a good right there, huh?
Bo Nickel.
I like that.
He's a prodigy.
I like that, John. I like that. You know what though? Bo Nickel, like everybody lets his wrestling, right? Talks about his wrestling. That dude's hands, man.
No, they're insane.
He's shocking, bro. That dude's got hands.
Mm-hmm. A hell of a name too.
I like Bo Nickel. Listen, I'm gonna say it right now. Bo Nickel would definitely. Remember, I told you this. He will definitely be champ one day.
100%. He's the future for a reason.
Yeah, I think that's an easy prediction. 100%. It's not even bold.
He's a beast. He's looking good. He's passed the eyeball test.
All right, yeah,
for sure.
Bo Nickel is crazy. You know what's gonna be a crazy fight, and I cannot wait for it. One day when we get Bo Nickel and we get Kamzat. The crazy thing is this. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that remains a stand-up fight. I wouldn't be surprised if we get Kamzat and we get Bo Nickel, right? And we think like, two of the most dominant wrestlers, right? And it ended up being a stand-up fight.
Gun to your head.
Bo Nickel
usually go like that too.
Who do you got winning that fight?
I got Bo Nickel.
I think so.
It's gonna be champ.
You got Bo Nickel take out Kamzat?
I see Bo Nickel. I see him. I see Kamzat's trying to keep it standing. I see Bo Nickel cracking him, and then all of a sudden Kamzat tries to desperate wrestle. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be good though. Kamzat's no slouch, man.
Nah,
he's no slouch.
No.
You know what's crazy is when Conor McGregor fought Khabib. Kamzat was working security at like a bar or restaurant, and some guys started getting rowdy. He actually told the story. Some guys started getting rowdy, and they start calling him Khabib because he's kicking him out of the bar, and they're like, "Fuck you, Khabib," and he's like, "I'm not Khabib. Didn't you just see him fighting on the TV?"
Oh my god!
It was the same night Khabib fought Conor. I thought that was a funny story. It doesn't seem that long ago, right?
No.
But this dude was working security at a trip, man. Look at him now. So what about you? What's your take on
Bo Nickel and Hamzat? Oh man, I don't know, man. I have to go with Bo Nickel, man.
Yeah, I cannot wait for that.
Yeah, but middleweight. I mean, I think that's really about it, man. Maybe a dark horse. This might be a super long shot, but maybe Kamaru Usman gets one big win, and it might give him a chance at it. Who knows?
I don't know about that.
Who knows? That might be a reach. Might be a reach. Just strictly off of what he's done. A little
bit of a reach,
you know what I mean?
I think, at this point, with his age given and
if he gets one big win,
being a welterweight his whole career.
He took Hamzat they went to a decision, I believe.
Yeah, for Hamzat, it was pretty convincing in my opinion.
Yeah. Could argue it.
Hamzat got his brown belt after that fight, man. He got his brown belt after that, man. Shit. I don't know.
Well, anyways.
But you can't count Izzy out. Honestly, I think Izzy's going to come back. I think he's going to regain that title. He's going to hold it for a little bit. But when you start to get, when I think when Khamzat, if he does come up and really go after that welterweight, that middleweight title, I think he has a really good chance at it. And Bo Nickel, man. Yeah, you're right. You're spot on with that one. Yep. What say you, Ty?
With Khamzat and Bo Nickel?
Just in general with the middleweight, do you see du Plessis holding on to that title, or do you see someone coming back and taking it? Do you see one of the up and coming? Do you see him holding on to it? What's your thoughts on that middleweight division?
Depending on who it is, I say he got one good title defense.
Who would that be against?
Out of all the top, I'd say out of anyone, I'd say he could beat Pereira. I think so.
Think so?
I think so. I don't know.
Honestly, I think he's at 205. I think that's where he stays, right?
Yeah.
Me personally.
That doesn't mean they're not going to fight, though. I think if they do fight, I think there's a good chance they could fight. But it would probably be at 205, which would make for like a super fight, which I love me a super fight.
Yeah. Because I think as long as du Plessis takes him down.
He damn near could, man.
Damn near could. That's a good point.
It might be a bad matchup for Pereira. Not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, for sure. I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
Do we love super fight like double like 2 weight classes? Like
I do. I like it.
I feel like Dana doesn't like it.
Fun.
Honestly, du Plessis, if he has to go through you have to go through middleweight first.
It wouldn't make sense, right?
And that's becoming a thing, man. Where these cats, they win the belt and think, oh, now I got to go and try to be a double champ. Like, nah, man, take care of your division first.
Sure.
Clean out your division first, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because it does. It holds up the division. We don't want to see that shit. You know what I mean? Maybe after you wipe out the division, but there could be somebody in your division that takes your ass out first. So don't try to jump up and become champ, get embarrassed, and you know what I mean? And now nobody's taking you serious at your own division. Gosh. You know what I mean?
He ain't talking about you, Volkanovski. He ain't talking about you.
Right.
No.
Right.
Volkanovski is my boy.
He's talking about you, Adesanya. He's talking about you.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, hey, why don't we get back to 297, man?
Okay, let's do it.
We saw a pretty good co-main.
Yes.
Pretty exciting.
I was a little bit disappointed. How did you feel about it?
I wasn't all that surprised because, my pick was Pennington. So,
same.
Not the guy shaving his eyebrows. I'm keeping these bushy things.
That's his moneymaker.
Keeping them. Keeping them.
I love it.
I'm keeping them.
Nice.
Yo.
So, it ain't me. One of these guys getting their eyebrows.
Hey, I picked the same one. So it ain't me either.
So it's good to say that you guys weren't surprised.
Nah.
You guys took the dub on that fight. Me and Derek here, we went with the Brazilian.
Brazil.
We just assumed Brazilian champion, but no, we were wrong.
No, go ahead. Finish your point. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you.
I'm just saying. Rocky, she's a vet. She did her thing. She decisively won that belt. So props to her. Looking forward to see what she can bring in her next fight. Not sure who is really a threat in that division.
Pena.
Who would think? Who would have thunk it? Rocky Pennington, the champion, but she did it. Props to her.
I think Pena takes it.
Pena? Juliana?
I think Juliana Pena takes it.
I
think so.
I have to agree.
The OG.
I think so.
Yeah, that's the one.
Two-time champ.
That would make her a
Who would have thunk that? That's crazy.
Two-time
champion.
Yeah,
two-time fluke.
That's the thing, though, man. It's like she looked good that first fight against Amanda, but Amanda came back and showed her that was a fluke.
But since she's gone, though,
she's gone.
Extraordinary.
But I think I was surprised. By this. I know Rocky. It's in her name. She's tough, and she's gonna push forward. She's gonna come at you, and she did. And I honestly, I think Buena Silva. I think she wasn't ready for it. I think she felt she had it in the bag, and I did too. She's tough. That's a tough chick, man.
100%.
The way she took out Holly Holmes. That was impressive, and yes, she got suspended. She got popped. She got suspended, right? But it was impressive. I was impressed. I thought she was gonna run this division now that Amanda was gone, but She proved me wrong. And honestly, I want to say it was more so a bad fight on her part. I want to say that it was just a bad fight on her part. Like I feel like she didn't show up. I think it almost looked like she took an adrenaline dump. She looked like she got tired and just was like, I'm just ready to get out of here, right? And Rocky took advantage of it. Rocky is tough. It's in her name, Raquel Pennington. She does not. She comes for it. And she did it, and honestly, I'm happy to see it because she's gone through. She's fought the best of the best in this division. You know what I mean? She's been through those wars, man. You got to give it to her. So it's good to see her finally reach the top, get that title, whether she holds on to it or not. It's great to finally see her get it, and you could tell like the crowd. I mean, even Amanda, she was hugging Tisha Torres. They were genuinely happy for her, and. I like it. I like it. Now, of course, I mean, I have to see. I don't know if Jermaine Duraname is still in that division or still in the UFC at all. I would like to see her go for that title again. Now that Amanda's out, honestly, I felt like Jermaine. She almost gave it to him. I know it's your girl, John. Hey, just my opinion. Just my opinion. I think that. If Jermaine had any takedown defense, she would have won that fight. She would have beat Amanda. She was piecing her up in the stand up, but of course she has zero takedown defense. I mean, just terrible.
Can I just say on a night where we got a guy out here saying women belong in the kitchen? This girl Rocky Pennington, man, she outperformed this fool.
She did.
Agree to that? Like she
did. She
did her
put
thing
it on
out there. Wow.
That's a good point.
She put it on for sure.
Good point, Scott.
Women can kick some ass. I'll be straight up. I don't want to see a card with 5 women fights. I wouldn't be looking forward to that too much. But I do enjoy seeing a woman fight or 2 on the card. It makes a good change of pace.
Yeah,
it's good to see, and it's fun to see women doing their thing out there. And let's go.
Yeah, no. You can't take anything away from women's MMA. 100%. I mean, like I mentioned earlier, the talent pool isn't as deep. But there's been some spectacular fights in women's MMA. Some fights that will go down in history. You can't erase. We've been blessed to witness. One of the top fights that come to mind for me is Joanna versus Weili. Hell of a fight. That was a brawl. That was great, right?
Fun.
Sure. That's one of my top favorite fights. Yeah. You know what I mean? You can't, and then not only that, I mean, who doesn't get excited for a Rose Namajunas fight?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? She brings it. Shevchenko, hey, heavy Chevy, baby.
Girl.
Heavy Chevy.
Yes, sir. And then of course Cyborg. You got the even the classics. You know what I mean? You got the Cyborgs. You got the, even Gina Carano back in her days with Strikeforce, Elite XC.
Ronda, Misha, Holly.
Absolutely, man.
Right.
Yep.
This is a part of history of MMA, and we can't discount women's MMA.
Definitely not. And you had a great point. I love that you said that because that does need to be said. Sean Strickland, for the one who says he doesn't like women's MMA, you had a female that showed more heart than you tonight, bro.
He did.
He really did.
Let's go.
He did.
Period.
Sean, if you're seeing this, bro,
Gosh.
get in the kitchen, bake me some cookies, bro.
I like it. Oof. Yo.
But we'd love to have you on our show.
Gosh, come on the show, Sean.
Hey, absolutely.
We got a seat over here for you.
Yes, sir.
Next to the oven.
Real quick, so obviously, talk about division being wide open. This women's bantamweight is another one where, as great as it was to watch Amanda and her reign, now that she's stepped away, it just opens it up for everybody, right?
Yeah,
it's great to see
division.
Someone like Pennington get her shine. She's more than deserving of this title. There was a fun fact I made earlier about in the past 11 years since the division debuted. This is only the second fight tonight that did not have Ronda Rousey or Amanda Nunes
for
the title fight. So
it's insane.
So now things are changing. We get some new blood. It's going to be exciting to see who steps up to go for the gold. It's going to be a lot of fun to see.
Yeah. No, I agree. I wonder if we will get a Cyborg sighting in the future. I mean, you know what I mean? Now that Amanda stepped away.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's going to suck because I wish we could have seen that rematch, but...
If I could mention a couple of possible super fights, because I love me a super fight.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe Maybe Valentina steps up. Maybe, well, you know what? She's not even champ right now. Maybe Alexa Grasso
steps up.
There you go.
I like that. I have to admit, Grasso, she put Chevy, she put her down, man. You know, and it's sad to see. I mean, of course, a huge Shevchenko fan. I hate to admit it, but yeah, it looks like her reign is kind of, you know, it looks like she can't get past Grasso.
Yeah, in two fights, she could not get the win or get the finish.
And the Mexicans are tough.
She's tough. So
let's see.
That fighting spirit.
Tough.
Maybe Ronda Rousey come through. I don't know. We'll see.
Nobody shits on top forever.
Yeah.
Chevy, you had your time. You're my girl. Always be my girl.
Yeah, but it's like Amanda.
But,
like,
you know, we all hit that plateau.
Amanda retired perfectly, bro. She went on top.
You gotta know when to hang it up, man. GSP.
Yep.
Don't be a Fedor. Don't be a Chuck Liddell.
Khabib.
Sheesh. BJ Penn.
Don't come out of retirement and pull a Nick Diaz.
Gosh.
Show, like,
or Nick.
Just hang it up when you're on top, man. We'll always remember you as being the man. Come back and shit.
Still love you, Nick. Still love you.
I don't. Just playing. I'm kidding, bro. I like you, Nick.
Hey, Nick, you the bag.
Hey, come on the show, Nick. You're in Stockton. We're local.
You about 30 minutes away, Nick.
We'll come to you. We'll come to you, Nick. Shit, a blunt. You offered him a blunt one time, right? You offered him a.
Like, hey, here, hit this. I'm like, oh man.
You guys have anything else to add for UFC 297? What a great night we had.
Neil Magny.
It was a good night, though.
Hey, that's for
freaking
sure.
Magny, bro.
Neil Magny?
I agree. USA. What a comeback.
Fucking comeback. He's 37,
man.
37.
Mike Malott, dude.
Mike Malott.
Let's say you quit. You gave up.
Hang it up.
I can never take you serious. I'm sorry.
Nah.
Hey,
you quit.
A lot of people had hype behind you, Mike, and I told you I wasn't buying it, and I was right. Tonight I was right.
Yep.
You know, going into the fight, I liked what I saw from Mike. I liked
100%.
him. I liked him a lot.
He just folded.
Nice.
He completely folded.
He's good for one every. I promise you.
yep.
You guys stick with this. This guy with the one-liner every episode, every time.
I apologize.
That's hilarious, bro.
I apologize.
Great, man.
Well,
I liked him a lot.
Well, Neil came through. He that fifth round, he looked magnificent.
Oh my gosh, dude. Keep him coming.
Neil Magny's he's fighting for his life,
man. But unless anyone has anything more to add, I think that's a wrap on UFC 297.
I think so.
Hell of a night, hell of a lot of fun.
Night. First one in the books for this channel.
Yep.
Next one.
Many more to come.
Absolutely.
Next
like
one.
I said, tune in, guys. Tune in.
Yeah.
We want you guys to come in with us. We want you guys to tell us what you want to see the loser do. What punishment do you want to see for the loser?
You want to see me stomp on his foot at full strength?
I don't know about that one, dude.
What do you want to see?
Do you want to see me tase him?
Paintballs?
I will gladly do it. Just comment.
Paintballs, pellets to the back. What is it? What
as long as I'm not getting punished, I'm all for it.
This means we gotta step our game up. Hello.
Ghost pepper, like Reaper, fucking toe of Satan. Like, I might not do that one. But
Yo, that toe of Satan is brutal.
I'm not doing that again.
Nitro.
I'm not doing it.
Come on.
Tyler almost died from that toe of Satan.
Passed
They
out.
suggested.
If you guys suggest toe of Satan, I will study the living shit out of that card 24/7
I'm telling you.
to avoid
Push
that.
him. Push him.
I will ace it.
I will go 5 for 5.
All right, fight fans, that does it for this episode of FistFights Foolishness. Thank you guys. Man, we really appreciate you guys tuning in, coming in, hanging out with us, just being a part of this family. We're family. Now you guys are family. And again, we would love to hear from you. Love to hear feedback. Let us know. Tell us what you think. We want to hear we want to read the comments. We will be responding to the comments. We want to hear what you guys have to say. Kudos, criticism, whatever. We're here to get better. But at the same time, we just want to have fun. We want to have fun with you guys. So let us know what you think. Please like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Come hang out with us. On the next episode, we're going to be covering UFC 298. And that's going to be a good card. We got Volkanovski coming back. That's going to be, it hurt. to watch him go out that last fight. But this next fight is going to be exciting. He's going to be defending his title, and we can't wait to hang out with you guys and watch it. So tune into the next episode. We're also going to be having reaction videos. We're going to be having discussion post-fight, pre-fight, post-fight. We're going to be talking about punishments. Come hang out with us. Let us know what you think. How did we do? Let us know.
Did we success?
And we out.
We out.
Till next time.
That's foolishness.